Hello, dear friends. Myself J.D. Darji from Vardhaman Vidyalaya, and I am a physics teacher. I am going to start the 12th standard physics, and you will learn from my side very well physics, as well as you will study a lot of experience things. Dear students, today we are going to start 12th standard first chapter, electric charge and electric fields. Introduction. In winter season, you all have experiences that hearing of crackle or seeing of spark when we take out our synthetic clothes or sweater. As you know very well, in winter season when we are going to be wearing out or taking out synthetic clothes or sweater, then at that time on our skin we are experiencing a certain crackle as well as certain spark, and this is due to what? This is due to the discharge of electric charges through our body, which were accumulated due to rubbing on insulating surface, and this is due to generation of static electricity. So what is static electricity? So static electricity is nothing but the discharge of electric charges. Static electricity is used where it can be used. So it is used in copier machines, laser printer, TV, etc. And electric charges are the foundation stones of electricity, static electricity. You know very well about the electricity. If we remove this electricity from our social life, then we are not able to enjoy the modern facilities. That's why the electricity is said to be the mother of modern technology, and electricity is based on simply charges. That's why you can say that the foundation stones of static electricity are nothing but electric charges. Now we remember, this credit of discovery of static electricity goes to Thales of Miletus of Greece around 600 BC. So now we have to study about the first topic of this lesson. It is electric charge. So what is electric charge? Come to this point. As it is written here, if you take any material, this material is made up of so many number of atoms, or you can say any matter is made up of fundamental particles. These particles are how many? There are more than 100 fundamental particles, out of which we are considering at first 3 fundamental particles, namely electron, proton and neutron. If you take any atom, the atom of any substance is electrically neutral. Why it is electrically neutral? Because it is mainly constructed by the electron, proton and neutron, but these electron and proton are equal in number. So any atom is electrically neutral because of it consisting equal number of protons and electrons. We see these protons and electrons are electrically charged particles, and as they are electric charged particles, they have a definite value of charge, they have definite value of mass. So let us see. These electron, proton, neutron, their masses are there. The mass of electron 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. Mass of proton is 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. Mass of neutron is 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. This electron and proton have a definite value of charge. We discuss this charge is what later on. The value of charge for electron is negative, minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. For proton it is positive, plus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. While neutron is chargeless. That's why its charge is 0. Now, the name electricity was made from the Greek word electron, meaning umber. What is this one? So let us see. So actually it was found that when this umber is allowed to be rubbed with silk or woolen clothes, silk or woolen clothes, then it is found that these clothes attracts very light objects like straw, teeth balls, small pieces of paper. Why this happens? So that we can now see. So here we come to the topic of electric charge. There are two kinds of electric charges. There are two types of electric charges. One is positive charge, another is negative charge. For positive charge you can take as a proton, and for negative charge you can take as an electron. So proton is positively charged particle, electron is negatively charged particles, and because of this, now what happening? This proton and electron possessing masses as well as possessing charges. So due to their masses, they are applying the force of gravitation according to Newton's universal law of gravitation. As you know, it is F equal to G into me upon R square. If I say these are the two electrons and they are separated by a distance of 1 centimeter, mass of electron 1 me, mass of second electron me, distance is 1 centimeter, G is there. And if you calculate, then this gravitational force, which is attractive force, so this attractive force comes to be equal to 5.5 into 10 raised to minus 67 Newton is attractive force due to their masses. Instead of this kind of the two electron, if you take the two protons, again they are separated by the distance of 1 centimeter. By using the same formula, if you calculate, then the answer will be different. It could not be 5.5 because the masses are different. So again there will be attractive force. It means what? If you take two electrons and two protons separated by the same distance is 1 centimeter, then due to their masses there will be attractive force. Over and above this attractive force, now here the electrons are possessing the charges is there, and due to charge they are also be possessing some new kind of force, and that new kind of force is said to be what? The electric force is there. So actually this electric force you can calculate by using Coulomb's law. That will come late, that you will study later on, and it is according to the equation K into Q1 Q2 upon R square, where Q1 with the charge of electron, Q2 with the charge of another electron, R is distance of 1 centimeter, and if you calculate, then it comes to be equal to 2.3 into 10 raised to minus 24 Newton. But we remember this electric force depending on the charges. If two electrons are there, then it is repulsive force. Two protons are there, then again it is repulsive force. So this says that between two electrons repulsive force, between two protons repulsive force, and this force is 2.3 into 10 raised to minus 24 Newton, and it is due to what? It is due to their charge. And this kind of the force due to charge is there, it is electric force is that. On the basis of this fact, the definition of electric charge comes. So this kind of the fundamental intrinsic property due to which such electric force exerting is known as what? The electric charge. So here the protons now if you take one proton and one electron again at the same separation distance of 1 centimeter, then due to their charge there will be a repulsive force. That means they repel according to this equation, and it is also 2.3 into 10 raised to minus 24 Newton. Sorry, one proton, one electron is there, then there will be attractive force is there. So this attractive force is of the same value as that of the repulsive force between two electrons. So here, where one proton, one electron separated by the distance 1 centimeter, attractive force. Two electrons separated by the 1 centimeter distance, then there is also a repulsive force. Two protons separated by the 1 centimeter distance, there is a repulsive force. But one proton and one electron separated by the same distance of 1 centimeter, there is attractive force, same value. This indicates this is attractive force, this was repulsive force. It means what? The proton and electron have the same charge, but they are opposite in nature, and that's why the proton is considered as positively charged, electron is considered as negative charge. Value of charge, as we have seen, it was 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb is there. So here, how does this kind of the charge comes on the particle? So actually it comes due to friction electricity. Now the topic of friction electricity. So as we have studied earlier, when number is allowed to be rubbed with silk or wool, then these kind of the two objects are going to be attracting very light objects like a straw, like a small pieces of paper, pitch balls, etc. Why? So actually here, when two bodies are allowed to be rubbed with each other, then what happening here? The transfer of electrons takes place from one body to another body. Why? Because if you take any atom, this atom is made up of proton and neutron, exactly the center part nucleus. Here there are the electrons are there. These electrons are weakly bounded by the protons and neutrons. That's why only the electron can transform from one body to another body. That's why when two bodies are allowed to be rubbed with each other, then electrons are transforming from one body to another body. The body which losing the electrons now will have more bigger number of protons than that of electrons. That's why it will become positively charged. And the body which gaining the electrons now have more bigger number of electrons than that of protons. That's why it will become negatively charged. So on the basis of this fact, when a glass rod is allowed to be rubbed with silk cloths, then glass rod loses the electrons, so it becomes positively charged. and at the same time silk cloth gaining the electrons. So it becomes negatively charged. So thus by friction electricity, when any two substances are allowed to be rubbed with each other, then transfer of electrons take place, and due to transfer of electrons, one losing the electrons, another gaining the electrons. The substance which losing the electrons have less with the number of electrons than that of protons. That's why it will become positively charged. And the substance which gaining the electrons have more with the number of electrons than that of protons. That's why it will become negatively charged. Now, if you are considering there are the two glass rod out and they are allowed to be rubbed with silk material, then one glass rod is positively charged. Another glass rod is also be positively charged. When they are allowed to be brought close to each other, then in between them, what will happen? There will be a force of repulsion. On the another side, if you take the plastic rod and let this plastic rod is allowed to be rubbed with silk material, then plastic rod becoming what? Negatively charged because of it gaining the electrons. Another plastic rod is also be allowed to be rubbed with silicon materials. It also gains the negatively charge. And now if you bring them close to each other, then again in between them there will be a force of repulsion is there. But one glass rod and another plastic rod is allowed to be brought very close to each other, where one glass rod have positive charge, another SI unit of electric charge is coulomb. So let us see the definition of 1 coulomb. The amount of charge flowing through the cross section of conductor in 1 second when it carries 1 ampere current through it. So the amount of charge flowing through the cross section of a conductor in 1 second when it carries 1 ampere current through it is called 1 coulomb. So how does this definition comes? So actually it comes from the formula of equation of current. I is equal to Q upon T, where I is 1 ampere current, time T is 1 second, charge Q is 1, coulomb is there. But we remember, when you have 1 electron, then its charge is 1. When your 2 electron is charge is 2. When your 3 electrons is charge is 3. So if I say there are n with the number of electrons are flowing, then the charge will be equal to n times of each there. So now here we are ready to calculate how many with the number of electrons becoming equal to 1 coulomb charge. So here you can write this is 1 coulomb, this is 1 ampere, this is 1 coulomb, this is 1 second. But this Q is equal to 1 coulomb, so 1 coulomb will be equal to n into E there. So we can write this 1 coulomb will be equal to n into value of E is 1.6 into 10 raised to power of minus 19. So you can determine this value of n. N will be equal to 1 upon 1.6 into 10 raised to power of minus 19 electrons.